Every Tuesday morning from 9 till 12, Jake will take you over the hills and far away on Tuesday Morning Magazine. He'll keep you informed on local news and events and play you some great music on Live 90.5.
Smash my world in two. I don't think you're getting away with it. You're gonna pay me somehow. You cruelly wrecked my life, but oh, you want me now, baby. Just you ask me. Get down on your knees and try. I won't break till I see you cry like me when I ask you. All right. I don't think you're getting away with it. You're gonna pay me somehow. You cruelly wrecked my life, but oh, you want me now. Just you ask me. Get down onto your knees and try. I won't break till I see you cry like me when I ask you. Well, I ask you. Well, I ask you. Well, I ask you.
I'm Eddie Summerfield. A teenager could need surgery after being attacked by a shark while surfing at Ballina in New South Wales. The 17-year-old was helped to shore by a friend, then treated by an off-duty nurse at Lighthouse Beach. Police Chief Inspector Nicole Bruce says he had wounds to his upper right thigh and there's a large puncture mark on his board.
It was approximately a 30-centimetre bite mark to the bottom lower part of the board where the fin area was.
The Prime Minister is urging Russia to use its influence and stop the bombings in Syria. Malcolm Turnbull has called on President Vladimir Putin to put pressure on the Assad regime to abide by the ceasefire. A meeting to discuss the same-sex marriage debate has wrapped up with no progress made. The government wants to hold a plebiscite but needs the support of Labor, which wants Parliament to deal with the issue. Shadow Attorney General Mark Dreyfus says he went to the meeting to listen but came away with nothing.
It's apparent that despite the comments that were made this morning by the Prime Minister indicating perhaps some preparedness to compromise, in fact, this government is not prepared to compromise.
A Brisbane nanny has been granted bail after the twins she was caring for spent 20 hours in a coma. Danielle Rooney has been accused of being an unregistered carer after she was found not to have a blue card following the incident earlier this month. The 41-year-old's former employers found her through an online parenting forum, wrongly believing she held the relevant documentation. Victoria's Great Ocean Road has reopened almost a fortnight after it was closed due to landslides caused by heavy rain and flooding. Stabilisation and road clearing works have allowed Vic Roads to reopen all of the tourist road, with the exception of a short section between Wye River and Separation Creek. The route experienced more than 80 landslides above the road and 40 below on the ocean side. Golfing legend Arnold Palmer has died at the age of 87. Known as the King, Palmer won 62 times on the PGA Tour, including 7 major titles. Also making news, a land and air search is underway off the coast of Karratha for a 52-year-old crab fisherman who hasn't been seen since Friday. Counter-terrorism legislation has been amended in anticipation Australians will try to return home after fighting with terrorist groups in Syria. And one of 3 workers left dangling after a crane partially collapsed on a building site in North Sydney remains in hospital. In sport, AFL Tom Boyd is prepared for an extra ruckload in Saturday's grand final if Jordan Roughhead fails to recover from a head injury. The Western Bulldogs tall spent extra time in the midfield during the preliminary final win over GWS. And in NRL, Melbourne heads into Sunday night's grand final against Cronulla, ignoring the enemy tag. Storm skipper Cameron Smith says he's not worried about the side heading into the clash as the enemy from the south. That's the latest news and sport.
Alive 90.5 weather. Proudly brought to you by station sponsor, law partners Parramatta.
Just checking where we're at, and right now in the studio it's 21 degrees and we're looking for a max today of 21, so we've done it. Yeehaw, pop the champagne, I say. So what do we got looking ahead? If we look at overnight, we're looking at a low of 8 and a top of 22 tomorrow, mostly sunny. Sunny all day Wednesday, a low of 8 and a top of 22. Possible thunderstorm for us on Thursday, a overnight low of 12 and then reaching 23. Possible shower for Friday, 9 degrees overnight, 18 degrees for the maximum. And for the weekend, sunny on Saturday here in Sydney. Don't know what it'll be like in Melbourne for that grand final, 9 and 23. And mostly sunny for Sunday for the NRL grand final. So 8 to 28. It'll be nice and warm. So that's what we've got ahead. And this is Alive 90.5. It's your sound, it's your community. This is the I Need to Know show with Glenn. And it's 4 minutes past 2. Welcome to the I Need to Know show with Glenn Anthony. We find the answers to the questions we all have. So settle back for the next 2 hours and remember, if you have a question, just ask me. And just ask me's right. And right this afternoon I've got, from 2 to 3, I've got, I'll start again. I've got Amit Jan here. Welcome along.
Thank you, Glenn.
Oh, thanks for coming in. We're going to be doing some search engine optimization talks. So it's been abbreviated to SEO.
That's right.
Yeah. So people who are wondering what this SEO thing's all about, we're going to be talking about that and how it all links to Google and the power of Google and SEO working hand in hand.
Yep.
And that's going to be able to help people with, how to be found and also how to find. So, looking forward to the next hour, chatting about that. 5 minutes past 2. Thank you, Fred Dyer. Shaken Not Stirred brought us in from midday. Great stuff as always. Love to chat as we do the handover. So let's get this afternoon heading off. And I got a call a little while ago from Dave Donnelly, who's listening in, and he said, "Any chance of getting Harry Chapin doing Taxi?" I said, "Yeah, we can do that." I also asked Amit what he would like, and he said Ace of Base with Happy Nation. So why so?
Oh, it has got some memories from a young age, and I've grown up with Ace of Base. I really like the song, so yeah, it just brings back some memories. So.
Okay, and I've thrown one in that I like because I want the afternoon to get pumped up, so Elvis Costello. So let's get the show on the road. We'll come back after hearing a little bit of music and from our important sponsors, and then we'll start unpacking search engine optimization, in brackets SEO, here on the I Need to Know show.
If your business would like to have referrals and introductions to grow and attract new customers, then you should contact BNI, Business Network International. BNI is the largest referral network organisation in the world and operates right here in this area of Sydney. BNI members generate referrals every week that lead to real business. 80% of referrals become sales and average each member $62,000 annually. If this is for your business, check out www.bnisnw.net.au or call Glenn on 8916 6284. BNI sponsors the Shaken Not Stirred show on Alive 90.5.
It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light. Oh, where you going to, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window. She said 16 Parkside Lane. Something about her was familiar. I could swear I've seen her face before. But she said, I'm sure you're mistaken. And she didn't say anything more. It took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile just the same. And she said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and the too little smiles, I still remember you. Somewhere in a fairy tale, I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of a Dodge. The lesson hadn't gone too far. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights. I took off to find the sky. Whoa, I've got something inside me to drive the princess blind. There's a wild man wizard, he's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, not what my life's about. 'Cause I've been letting my outside tide me over till my time runs out. There was not much more for us to talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway, past the gate and the fine trim lawns. And she said, we must get together, but I knew it'd never be arranged. Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Well, another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would let
I stashed the bill in my shirt. And she walked away in silence. It's strange how you never know. But we'd both gotten what we'd asked for such a long, long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights, I took off for the sky. And here she's acting happy inside her handsome home. And me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned.
The best building industry apprentices are Master Builders Apprentices, and you need one today. Master Builders Apprentices are regarded as the best in the industry, and you can have one for 4 weeks or 4 years. Your call. You do zero paperwork because Master Builders do it all, and we even cover the workers' comp as well. Quoting is made easier as you only pay for the time the MBA apprentice is on site with a hammer in his hand. Do it. Contact Master Builders now for the best. Google MBA NSW now.
Station sponsor.
21 minutes past 2. It's ticked over while that was taking place. This is Alive 90.5. It's your sound. It's your community. This is Glenn on the I Need to Know show. I've got Amit with me this afternoon until 3, and we're talking about SEO. So let's find out a little bit about him and SEO and how he ended up there. So, Amit, tell me all about how you ended up in SEO. What have you done, and how did you end up in SEO?
Well, Glenn, 17 years ago, out of college, the first course that I did was web designing.
Web designing, okay.
And the world was very different back then. The technology that we used to do to design websites was very, very different.
Yep.
But what I really loved was that you create a website, you can instantly get an audience, or you can at least put yourself in front of a lot of people. And internet was coming up very, very quickly back in that time. So in last 17 years, I've developed a lot of websites. I've started different companies, and when you have a website, you are always looking for the best way to put it in front of as many people as you can. So being in IT, I've of course started looking at different ways you can do that, and SEO really picked up and came up on the horizon as a separate industry about 10 years ago, and it has really picked up since then. It just gives me that leverage that if I have a business, I can use SEO to really get in front of as many people as I can and help other businesses do well. So that's how I launched my current business, Broadcast SEO. We do online marketing, we do Google AdWords, we do web designing. So yeah.
Okay. So SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization.
That's correct.
So given that means that every time someone uses something like Google or Yahoo or whatever they use as a search engine,
yes,
right, you are able to make their search easier, or the person who wants to be found easier for them to be found.
That's exactly right. Now, if you look at Google always wants to serve the right content to its readers. So Google has this algorithm that scans billions of web pages and web properties every day. And it's always looking for what's the right content, right? So let's say you're looking for a local dentist in your area, and you search dentist in Hills area. Google goes and looks into its database and tries to find out who's the best match for that.
Yep.
And it comes up with the search results. So well, search engine optimization, when you use that word, people normally mistake it as I'm going to go and tweak Google, which normally we can't. We actually change your web property, which could be your website or a YouTube video and other online properties, to make it conform to what Google is looking at.
Okay. So that probably is a good segue. A question's just come in.
Yep.
Okay. And the question is, how important are client reviews on Google for business? Do they affect your ranking on Google? So is that the sort of stuff you're talking about?
That's exactly
right. Being able to tweak things? So, okay, well, let's run with that. Client reviews. Is that like a testimonial, I'm assuming, from that question?
Absolutely. So there are different places you can leave a review nowadays. So one is Google Business, where you can leave a review. It could be Yelp, or could be a Facebook review. Now, most of the listeners might not know that Google started rolling out an update a couple of weeks ago where they have started integrating all the reviews. So again, using the example, if you're searching for a local dentist, Google would show all the relevant reviews for your business. And it's extremely important because as a searcher, if I'm going online looking for a local dentist, I would be looking at a business who can really serve me well, and what experience they have in the market and what other consumers are talking about their business. So it's really, really relevant now for people to take care of the reviews online, and it does help in search ranking. So I've seen businesses who have got more reviews and they have performed better in search rankings.
Okay.
Right.
So, yeah, good question.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an amazing question, and something that business owner needs to be aware of, because sometimes you create a Google My Business page or different online properties and you're not watching what's going on, and then your consumers go online and they leave a bad review and nobody's taking care of it. You would want to be on top of things, because that really shows who you are, what your brand is online. So, yeah.
Okay. SEO, and then you talked in your opening there about Google AdWords or Google Ads. And so what's a Google AdWord from somebody who's got a website to be found versus search engine optimization? Because they're two different things, right?
That's exactly right. Now, think of Google AdWords like an expense. You go to a restaurant, you're hungry, you eat a nice meal, and you're done. It's like matching your need for that moment, and you get instant results. But you're not building something for the future. So SEO is like buying a property. You're making an investment for your future. You know that something is not going to happen instantly, but then you're investing in it, and it's going to start to pay off in future. So think Google AdWords, instant results, while SEO, not instant results, but you're building for the future. And over a period of time, you would not have to do Google AdWords once you are on page one, once your customers can easily find you.
Okay. So obviously, people spend money looking for an instant, an instant result, and that's where those AdWords or the ads come in.
That's exactly right. So in Google terms, you pay per click. You don't pay to show the ads, but if somebody clicks on a Google ad, you get charged that amount of money. So Google has an auction system where you bid for how much you're going to pay for your ads to be shown and clicked.
Right.
And you spend money, so you set a daily budget, and we manage that account for you.
Okay. Whereas
in SEO, we would go and build an authority and trust with Google for the content that you have on your website. So, for example, if you're a property stylist, we would go and list your business in directory listings. We would go and consult you on the social media pages you need to create. We would go and do geotagging of the images and make your content relevant on the website.
So geotagging.
Yep.
Yeah, there's something new for me. Tell me about geotagging.
So with geotag is like you are adding an attribute to an image. So it's almost like you're saying that where that picture was taken.
Okay.
So if you have, let's say you have a photography business and you take lots of pictures, you would want to geotag some of your business relevant pictures and upload them, because that's something that Google algorithm looks at to make it relevant for that business. So if most of the pictures are taken in Sydney, Google can paint a picture easily that this business is in Sydney.
Wow.
Yes.
They're getting smarter and smarter, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So you while we were listening to that music there, you mentioned that you're off to Florida in a couple of weeks' time.
That's right.
And that's to an SEO convention?
Yes.
So what's all that about?
Well, it's about getting the best in SEO internet marketers in a room and brainstorming different ideas, exchanging the latest trends in industry, learning about what Google is up to, and just networking and creating that friendships among different business owners and finding what's really working in the industry. Because in our company, in Broadcast SEO, we really want to be on top of the things, because Google is really getting, is really changing their algorithm pretty fast these days. So we would want to not live in silo, as a lot of ID companies tend to be. We tend to create friendships, we tend to create business connections so that we can learn from each other. So it's about business networking, learning about sales and marketing. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. We're gonna be next door to Disneyland, so hopefully we'll get a chance to drop in there.
Okay, well I'll be on the other side of the coast, right next door to Disneyland.
Wow!
So there you go. All right. So why is it important to engage an SEO professional versus just trying to do it yourself?
Well, with the vast amount of SEO knowledge that's freely available these days on the internet, it's easy for someone to read and apply some of that basic optimization technique to their website. But shortly after, website owners realize that it's either too technical or chewing up on their time, which would rather spend on other business activities. So by engaging a professional SEO agency like us, customers not only get to have visibility to the whole process on search engine optimization, which we do as a value add, but they have a peace of mind that they will see the results. And as a premium agency, we invest a lot of time and money in educating ourselves. As you mentioned, we are traveling and following the latest trend in the SEO world and keeping ourselves updated. So we pass on all that benefit to the consumers for our clients. So yeah, it just you get what you pay for.
So community groups, is it important for them to be found easily? Like, when I talk about community groups, I'm talking about non-for-profits that may be looking for more people to volunteer and help them and things like that. Can SEO help them with that?
Well, you got to look at what a person would be searching on internet. So SEO is only relevant. So if there are job seekers or volunteers who are going on Google and searching for non-profit organizations, then of course SEO can help with them. But one of the ways I would think is for non-profit organization that could help is generating a lot of donations.
Yep.
So if there are people, business owners who are looking to donate money to good causes, then that's something that SEO can help in getting that business on the first page of Google.
Okay. All right. Well, told you 10 minutes goes quick.
That's right, Glenn.
Okay. So we're going to hear from our sponsors, and also Boyzone was another request of yours.
Yes.
Words. Is that because of Google AdWords, or where did that come from?
Well, we love the song.
Yeah.
We all do. This song has got a lot of heart in it, and I really like the words, and it's just a beautiful song.
Okay, so we'll hear from them. We'll hear from George Harrison too, who's one of my favourites when it comes to words, particularly with What Is Life. And you said a lot of heart in that song, so George Wayne, a bit of Open Up Your Heart. So here we are. This is Alive 90.5. It's your sound. It's your community. This is the I Need to Know show with Glenn. And it's currently 28 minutes to 3 here on a Monday afternoon.
Give your family the utmost in protection. Just call the pros at Landcorp Security Australia, locally operated right around the corner in the Hills District. Landcorp Security can hook you up with the latest in security, CCTV, IP systems, interactive alarms and camera systems. They can secure your home, office, shop and much more. So call 1300 300 442 now, or log on to www.landcorpsecurity.com.au. Guard, protect, secure. Station sponsor.
Everlasting smile, a smile can bring you near to me. Don't ever let me find you gone, 'cause that would bring a tear to me. This world has lost its glory. Let's start a brand new story now, my love. Take your heart away. Talk in everlasting words and dedicate them all to me. And I will give you all my life. I'm here if you should call to me. Your heart away. It's only words, and words are take your heart away.
There's no formula for happiness that's guaranteed to work. It all depends on how you treat your friends and how much you've been hurt. But it's a start when you open up your heart. Try not to hide what you feel inside. Just open up your heart. There's no dreamer who's ever dreamed, seen it all come true. Takes a lot of time and breaks a lot of hearts to see an idea through. And love's just a simple word, its truth is easily lost. And sorry said so easily, nobody counts the cost. But it's a start. Open up your heart, give your love to others, they become your brothers. You open up your heart, come on, make a start. Try not to hide what you feel inside. Just open up your heart. There's no formula for happiness that's guaranteed to work. No lover's ever been in love and not been hurt. No dreamer's ever dreamed and seen it all come true. In the end you find the things that count are up to me and you. But it's a start. You open up your heart, give your love to others, they become your brothers. You open up your heart, come on, make a start. Try not to hide what you feel inside. Just open up your heart, open up your heart.
Try the new Maze Grill Cafe menu at NBC Sports Club with lunch specials from just $11 and nightly specials from just $10, plus a full a la carte menu to choose from. Maze Grill Cafe really provides a wonderfully relaxed dining experience for members and guests. Kids eat free on Monday nights, and then there's our popular $10 schnitzel night on Thursdays. Maze Grill Cafe is open for lunch and dinner 7 days, located at 166 Windsor Road, North Mead. Station sponsor.
And it's 16 minutes to 3 here on Alive 90.5. It's your sound, your community. This is Glenn, and this is the I Need to Know show. And I've got Amit with me, and we're talking all things SEO. And Amit, I've heard people say that SEO, or search engine optimization, doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure you got a response to that.
Well, it's an excellent question, and one that I get a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there are some checks that every responsible business owners need to do before they engage any SEO professional.
Yep.
Like in this internet age, anybody can claim to be a professional or a guru in their field. But in the end, you get what you pay for. So there are SEO companies who are charging like $50 a month, or there are companies who are charging $5,000, $10,000 a month. You got to really be aware of what they're going to be doing, what the deliverables are going to be, and how much of a value they're ready to give you upfront. So you can have someone claiming to be an SEO, but probably they don't have idea about what they are doing, because something that worked last week, 2 weeks ago, last year, probably doesn't work today.
Yeah, because you've got to keep up abreast all the time on all the changes.
Absolutely. You are basically trying to keep up to date with a billion-dollar company.
Yeah, because Google, as you said earlier, they just keep changing the algorithms.
That's it. And with the advent of mobile and technology, with different tablets coming up, Google is always looking at the best way to show the right content to the user. So you got to be on the top of the things. In our company, we have Google certified professionals. So I'm Google certified as well. So we invest a lot of time in educating ourselves on what's happening in the marketing.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because what was it during last year that the way they ranked searching came down to whether you were mobile ready on your sites,
Absolutely.
wasn't it? That's a huge change, isn't it? That's a quantum shift.
It was a huge change. It was called Mobileageddon.
Mobileageddon.
Yeah. It came around April last year and really killed a lot of rankings. So if you're not mobile ready, if your website is not mobile ready, so this is very confusing for business owner. It's one thing for your website to show up on mobile.
Yeah.
That's not what a mobile ready website is.
No, it means it's functioning.
It's functioning like you hold a smartphone in one hand and you should be able to browse the website with your thumb. That's what mobile friendly and what Google has an easy mobile friendly test that listeners can do. So if they go on Google right now and they search mobile friendly test Google, they would come up with a web page where they can put in their web address and Google is going to analyze and show up whether it's pass or fail.
Okay, so we'll put that up on the Facebook page at the end, right?
Sure.
So that people can have a look at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we'll write that down. And so don't worry, don't run around looking for a pen. We'll make sure that's there for you on the I Need to Know show.
And it's very easy for websites to get mobile friendly, so you don't have to invest on a lot of money to get your website redesigned. Okay. Like with our company, it's as cheap as spending $200. We'll convert your existing website and make it mobile ready.
Okay, and that instantly. So, do you know? This is a question without notice, and you can say no, I don't know the answer to this. That won't be a problem. But do you know what the non-take-up rate of that mobile? What you call it, Mobileageddon?
Yes.
How many sites are still out there that aren't mobile done? Does Google have figures on that, or?
So Google, they do have figures, but they would reveal some part of the figures, some not, because they don't want to come off as a monster who really killed a lot of rankings. So,
of course.
One figure that I really want to share with the listeners is that 65% of the mobile internet users by next year are going to be on mobile.
Yeah.
And if your website, leave alone Google, if your website is not mobile friendly, it's not going to be a nice experience for the users.
You're going to miss out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I get frustrated because I use a Android smartphone.
Yeah.
And the number of times I go there and then I'm trying to expand the page so I can read the print because it's so small, trying to cram the whole page in on this tiny little screen.
That's right.
And you go to another one that's mobile ready.
Yeah.
And it's all, you watch it change from what you landed on to all these buttons start working, and I can just do it with my thumb.
Absolutely.
So where are you going to hang around? You're going to try and solve it, or you're just going to go, where's the next one?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's important to know that. So when's the best time to get SEO done?
Whenever businesses are ready to start investing in future of their online presence. So SEO is a process, as I said, and sooner businesses start the process, sooner they reap the benefits when they have more customers able to reach out to them. you could be a startup or you could be an established business. What changes is the way we tackle SEO. So our strategy would change if it's a startup, because with an established business, Google already knows you to a certain degree. They already have a trust and authority going to the website. But if it's a startup, then we have to really start from the beginning, and we have to build that trust and authority. So we would go and create social media pages. We'll go and put you in directory listings. So Google, when it's scanning the different pages, it knows that, oh, there is a new business in town. It's almost like I tell my clients, a new business is almost like a new kid who has joined college. Doesn't matter how properly dressed and how cool you look. If you don't have friends, you're not going to be popular. So first thing that we do for new businesses is get them online friends.
Okay.
So that they start becoming popular. Google starts to notice them more and more.
Okay. So talking of friends, social media.
Yes.
Like things like Facebook, LinkedIn, the things that people tend to like and connect with.
Yeah.
Do they help your SEO rankings?
Absolutely. But commonly people think that that's the only thing that helps.
Yeah.
But that's one of the ranking signals that Google is looking at. How many social media platforms you are on and what's the engagement level. How many likes you get, how many shares you get. So Google is looking at everything. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Is search engine optimization for everyone?
It is only for people who know, or probably they don't know that they have an online audience. So there might be a business who probably doesn't realize that they're missing on a big opportunity, that customers are looking for them and they can't even find them. Right?
Yep.
So how would you know that? How would you know that people are really looking for you? So that's something that in our company we do as an upfront value. Without charging you a bit, we would show you how many users would be looking for you online based on the keywords that your business is relevant for. So for example, if you're a local dentist again, we would tell you how many people are looking for a dentist in Hills area. And then we give you an honest opinion where we tell you whether it's worth engaging an SEO, or probably you would go and rather do Google AdWords or a Facebook AdWords. So we are very honest and upfront about it.
Okay. So is there something that you'd like to, offer our listeners, or whether it be advice or whatever? Is there something?
Yeah, Glenn, absolutely. What we can do for your listeners is do a free upfront consultation.
Okay.
So after this radio show, listeners can give us a call on 1-1800-GO-RANK, which is 1-800-467-265.
We'll put that on the Facebook page as well. Yep.
And then that will start a process where we start to analyze their website. We give them a lot of value upfront. We're going to educate them about SEO. And not only that, what we can do for the listeners today is we'll give them a 50% discount on their first monthly fee for the SEO.
Okay, cool. So look, all that will be on our Facebook Facebook page. So yeah, look out for that soon. We'll get that up there. There'll be a photo of Amit there as well, so you'll get to see who's the who the man is behind the voice you've been listening to. So thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much, Glenn. I love this opportunity, and hopefully I was able to provide value to the listeners and clear some of the cloud, in the internet marketing and SEO world. So.
I'm sure you have. It's opened my mind. So we'll write down everything so I can make sure that all takes place on the Facebook page.
Awesome.
So we're going to go up to the news in a moment, top of the hour, and before we do that, food, culture and good times are on the menu at Parramatta Lanes. This is a festival I go to every year. It's a unique mix of Sydney's leading chefs and local favourites combined with art, music and culture when the popular Parramatta Lanes Festival returns to Parramatta from Tuesday the 11th to Friday the 14th of October. Presented by the City of Parramatta as part of Good Food Month, food and culture lovers will be spoiled for choice with some of Sydney's biggest names heading up the 4-day event. The multi-award-winning festival will see hidden spaces and laneways in the Parramatta CBD brought to life with gourmet street food, pop-up bars, live music and cutting-edge art. So the Parramatta Lanes, as I said, will run from Tuesday the 11th to Friday the 14th from 5 p.m. every night. You can get more info at parramattalanes.com.au. Our Facebook page, Alive 90.5, has also got information on it, and our website, alive905.com.au. And as all community announcements are, they were brought by Law Partners, personal injury lawyers at Parramatta. So, we're just going to go to the top of the hour with Iggy Pop. And when we come back, 3 o'clock, Linda Gunick, she's already arrived. I saw her, she waved, she smiled. So, and she's waving through a window. So, yep, we'll be finding out about this wonderful spring edition of the Sydney Hills Living Magazine. This is Alive 90.5. It's your sound, it's your community.
It's a rainy afternoon, 1990. The big city. Jeez, it's been 20 years. Candy, you were so fine. Beautiful, beautiful girl from the north. You burned my heart with a flickering torch. I had a dream that no one else could see. You gave me love for free. Candy, 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 I can't let you go. All my life you're haunting me, I loved you so. Candy, 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 I can't let you go. Life is crazy. Candy, baby.
Yeah, well, it hurt me real bad when you left. Hell, I'm glad you got out, but I miss you. I've had a hole in my heart for so long. I've learned to fake it and just smile along. Down on the street, the smell are all the same. I need a love, not games, not
Business Centre Bella Vista, Alive 90.5 brings you the latest Macquarie national news.
I'm Eddie Summerfield. A plebiscite on gay marriage is unlikely to go ahead, with the government and Labor failing to come up with an agreement. Both sides are accusing each other of failing to suggest compromises that could ensure the issue is dealt with. Opposition leader Bill Shorten insists Parliament should legislate on gay marriage.
This government has set up the marriage equality process to fail. They've set up a process guaranteed to fail. They've made it so ridiculous in form and design